Your project cleanups, then calling in the A-Team at All-American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All-American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
You might want to buckle up, baby.
And now get ready for WTF.
You want to prove once for all that I'm better than you? Strap up.
Bring it on, Big Brother 10, man.
Whose take is first? Brought to you by TireOutlet.com. Wholesale prices, premium service.
Yesterday we took a poll. The people have spoken. It's under advisement. It's gone up the chain. Perhaps when the regular season starts, perhaps the return.
Well, we'll see. We have to talk it over with management.
Correct.
We're not, we're not too big for you, Googan Nation. So you speak, we listen.
Even though you disappoint us over and over again.
Man, all right, time after time. I mean, maybe it just
Without fail.
Maybe it was just a marriage.
We keep giving.
It was a marriage that after so many years and so much conversation just had to have a brief separation. I mean, I think that
Maybe that was
the
it.
marriage between us and Googan Nation was getting a little bit on the rocks.
It was love on the rocks.
Because of the
Ain't
terrible...
no big surprise.
With no ice.
I will say this. If we do bring back ETN in its old form with a judge, that they better, like, zero tolerance be better. Like, zero tolerance be better, or you know what? If you think WTF was bad.
Just you wait.
We'll
go with ABC.
I mean, the Twins are already banned.
I mean, we can drop a stinker on you like
Easy.
Hall of Famers.
Oh, yeah.
So
Mail it in.
Oh, really?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I remember the day that you pretended to be each other.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Jeff was saying, "Well, Jeff."
Yeah.
I was laughing.
We did do that.
So
One of the many sillies that have occurred here.
We have done that.
Transpired.
All right, well, what do you got today there, Beefer?
Well, Dan,
Should be good.
we always encourage the Googans to chime in on the text line, 641-1010. Dan, who won the Super Bowl most recently?
Philadelphia Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles. And their coach is?
Dougie Peterson.
Doug Peterson. And he has a book out, guys,
Oh.
called Fearless,
Oh.
How an Underdog Becomes a Champion. Now, when the Eagles played the Vikings in the NFC title game, that was the late game on that Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
So Doug Peterson in his book writes that he was in his office watching Jags-Patriots in the AFC Championship game, and he unleashes this quote. Says he was watching the game, and he said, "I was there thinking, you've got to be kidding me right now. It made me mad because Jacksonville had New England right where they wanted them. I was screaming at the TV in my office when they knelt right before halftime. Inside, I'm like, I'll never do that. It fueled me."
All right, well, I got a couple thoughts on that. And I don't think he intended that to be a shot. First off, Doug Marone's been fantastic as a coach here in Jacksonville. He has pushed all the right buttons. He has been very accessible. He's been a great coach. And by the way, an aggressive coach. Fake punts, fourth downs, very aggressive. I'm just going to say this about Mr. It Fueled Me. When it fuels him back to 7-9 this year because he does something dumb and everybody turns on him, then get back to me. Sometimes you get on a streak and you hit a few, and so be it. He's not going to be fearless all the time. Jack Del Rio was fearless. You know where he's fearless right now? He's fearless in the Cayman Islands. That's where he's fearless.
I mean,
I don't listen.
you're being
no.
too protective of your guy.
I
here.
don't care. I'm going to be
way
protective
overblown.
of the guy. I'm not going to sit here and say Doug Peterson didn't figure it all out. Doug Peterson ain't belly, okay?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Doug Peterson ain't going to win.
Won the Super Bowl with a backup.
Yeah.
Beat the Patriots.
That's,
the best team of the generation.
Hey,
so, yeah, Doug Peterson
you know
is all that.
And the 69 Mets, won as well, okay?
Did I get something in the last 50 years?
And Aruzioni scored, okay?
Yeah, I mean, those are not good examples.
Sometimes they're great examples. Sometimes things happen in sport.
We have apples to
Sometimes
apples
things
here.
happen in sports. They happen in sports. Doug Peterson was 7-9 his first year. Where was Fearless then? How did Fearless work then?
He won the Super Bowl, Hick.
I was 7-9.
That's 2 years ago.
Okay.
You're being ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous.
Yes, stop comparing his first year 2 years ago to him whipping the best teams in the league and winning the Super Bowl. If the guy wants to talk, he can talk. If he wants to say, I disagree with that, he can say it.
Hell, he can.
Talk about sensitive.
Not here.
No, you know why? I'll put it apples to apples. It was the Super Bowl, Dan.
His middle name is Irving.
It was the Super Bowl, Dan. And the Patriots had just scored to make it 15-12. They kicked off to the Eagles, who took over on their own 30-yard line with 1:52 to go. You know what they did?
Yeah.
They drove down the field and scored a touchdown.
Minute 52 is a lot different than 55.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it is not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's like an extra minute.
No, it's not a lot different.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
And by the way, where was the outrage? There wasn't any outrage with the Jags for that moment.
No, there wasn't outrage, but there was second guessing for sure. There was second guessing for sure. And so because listen, if I'd have turned around and gone to the Super Bowl and the Eagles got the ball back with under 2 minutes to go and sat on it, then I'd be with you all the way. Who are you? Be quiet. But I'm not going to trash a guy who just took an underwhelming team and won the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback because he happened to disagree with Doug Marrone's stance. I'm not sure it belonged in the book. I'm not sure you couldn't have made the point. But I'm sure at the time the book was written, he was trying to be timely in doing so. I'm no big Doug Peterson fan. I'm not saying that, but I mean, I'm not going to kill him for disagreeing with taking the foot off the gas. And who knows, if the Jags had done it differently, they may have won the game. They may not have. They may have thrown an interception and lost.
I'll take Marrone over Peterson in a fight.
In a fight?
I agree on that.
Yeah, maybe in a fight. Well, Doug's getting kind of big and burdened. I'm not sure.
Fine.
You think
I'll
so?
Yeah.
The knees? Can he get around enough?
He can get around enough.
All right.
Doug's like a big grizzly bear.
I mean, I'm with you.
The other Doug up and rip him in half.
I understand
Well done.
I understand the urge to protect our guy, and I get it. And I think Doug Marrone hadn't had a lot of stuff to question, and I don't think this was intended to necessarily be a criticism of it. I think he was trying to use a timely example,
Yes.
to show what his philosophy is, and that philosophy, to his credit, wasn't hypocrisy. He turned around the next week in the Super Bowl in a similar situation, not the exact same, in a similar situation, and went for it.
That's why after the fact he's writing about it.
And scored a touchdown and made it 22-12.
Okay, when they win the Super Bowl this year, then he can write any book he
Well,
wants.
sure. And when Belichick wins back-to-back Super Bowls again, he can write a book.
I think he's done a little. What are you saying? Peterson's better? You want Peterson over Belichick?
Yeah, I'm saying they faced each other.
Is that what you want?
They faced each other in the Super Bowl
Did
last year.
you just say,
and one guy
I'll take Doug Peterson over Bill Belichick? Did you just say that?
Didn't say anything like that.
Okay. Just making sure.
I mean, maybe we did pick the right three letters for this segment. Perhaps. Anyway, Doug Marrone's mind yesterday, if it was on his suspended players. I love this question from our brethren, which would include me and you, but I love asking, have you met with Jalen and Dante? Oh, nah, I haven't met with them all. Yeah, I don't plan to talk to those guys. I mean, what would I meet with them about? You understand I'm the head coach, and I probably suspended them, right? So, yeah, we met. We met probably a couple of times, both before and after the suspension.
The boys are back, getting after it, and away we go. So we get ready for the third preseason game in the ATL Falcons.
I think that there's a maturity level here, too, that we probably don't think about enough. It's a really young team.
I heard Loggeman make an interesting point last night, a good point about the Jags. Like, they're still in training camp mode, while a lot of teams have already broken camp.
Right.
But because of, Marrone, and I'm sure Coughlin has some influence on this, they're gonna get every ounce of time that they can get under the CBA rules that they're able to get. So they're still getting after it and still doing it, and we'll see how it goes. But I think that's listen. I give him credit, man. I think Marrone put him through another tough physical camp, as tough and physical as he possibly could. I mean, they went, if I'm not mistaken, we're in pads 11 days in a row. And I think it's great. I think that's the grind, because you don't just say you're a physical football team. You have to earn that right, and I think that's what they're doing.
Well, I tell you the amazing part on that, I don't know if there's any, correlation here. That wouldn't seem to be. You would think the opposite correlation. But, I'm watching the league, Dan, and their guys just dropping. I mean, the Titans have lost 3 starting secondary members. They're done for the year. There are injuries occurring all over. Where's the end? Have we had an injury here? Shush. Have we? I mean, a major one in the last year? Shush. Why, that's hardly,
Andrew Norwell's had calf tightness.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, we got
There's
guys on
no injury.
IR for the year at our division rivals, and for the most part, even with a physical camp, it looks like the Jags will be full strength when the season opens, when it matters, regular
weeks
season.
to go.
I'm not playing Parnell. I'm not playing. I'm not playing a lot of these guys if it's me, because you can get to work on the side. Jeremy Parnell and Brandon Linder, they've been banging heads with big, fat, ugly guys on the other side of the line of scrimmage for a lot of years. I don't think they need the reps against the Falcons. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Would you play Taven Bryan?
Yeah.
If he's healthy.
If he's
enough.
healthy, I would.
But if there's any chance at all that it would
I'd
be
like
a
to see
setback,
him
I wouldn't.
as a rookie. I want him. Certain guys. I mean, yeah.
Well, the problem with
I'd like him to play.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing for Brian is he really didn't get much work against the Vikings either. Like, if you could have had Brian playing against someone other than his own guys already, then, yeah, you probably wouldn't be any urgency to play him in the preseason. But
Right.
And I thought Andrew Luck last night, I mean, you can call it rust. He doesn't look very good. I think we're making a big
No.
assumption that he's just back.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, he's gone through a lot with his shoulder. He may not, odds are with a couple of years, and he might not be as good as he was before.
Yeah, that didn't. He wasn't. I just love his press conference.
He is
His
something.
eyes get so big. He is I mean, there are goofy looking dudes, and then there's Andrew Luck. God bless him. I'm not trying to be mean
I know.
here.
And he's got that goofy voice too. He's just like,
I went back to pass a couple times, and you know what I mean? I was looking for him, and it was great to be back
And
out
then he
there.
gives
Don't
you
get me wrong.
And then he gives you some goofy giggle.
He's just a
I liked his.
He's like
quote.
Goofy. He's like Goofy from Mickey Mouse.
almost.
I mean, the way he talks and the way he's really he can put a
Neck
floppy
beard's
hat
coming
on
back.
him.
What did the captain say? Did the captain have any comments last night after the tilt?
Dearest mother, I fear I've lost it all. That's what it should say.
Did the sidearm working or?
Dearest mother, my fear of the
Yep.
big cats in Jacksonville has overcome me.
Dearest mother,
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
the Raven men lunged at our unit with their beaks, and while some damage was inflicted, no long-term harm occurred. My sidearm was true, save for one ricochet. One trusted sniper, Sergeant Vinatieri, made an impressive shot that dazzled all who witnessed. And
He kicked what, a 57-yarder last night?
57.
Yeah.
He's 57 years
That's
old.
amazing.
And he kicked a 57-yard
I
field
really,
goal.
to be honest with you, did not think that Vinatieri had 57 yards in him. That shocked me.
And
That may be the most shocking thing to me of the entire
He's 45.
preseason.
He's not 57.
I know, but he's old. But Tucker missed a 59-yarder. And he's the best kicker in football.
What a
But
Tucker.
But
You know who
Vinatieri,
the starting kicker is in Seattle, by the way?
Seabass. You didn't know he was there?
No, until
I
he
heard
beat
he
out
was
Jason Myers. I didn't even know he was there. I thought Seabass was,
Did they cut Jason Myers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course they did. He's no good.
Oh, dear.
All right, that's going to do it for this segment. How hot were those takes? Give us your own on the text line. And I also want to mention something that's going on tonight. We often, Get Smart John joins us every Wednesday.
Yes.
Right?
Is tonight the night?
And we often talk about, talk about, John and his physical prowess. And
Yes.
tonight is an awesome opportunity for people to get out and meet Get Smart John and be a part of something that we've got going on here at 1010XL.
Mm-hmm.
And that is this Beat the Brains TV game show is going to go on. And there are tryouts tonight, and John's going to run the show.
Oh.
Yeah, so go over to Jumpin' Jack's House of Food
Okay.
in Mandarin
All right.
tonight. So all you Googans out there that sit there and think you know more than we do,
Right.
you don't. And
Now,
now you
is
can
this
go
TV
prove.
show sports related
It's
or
sport. It's like a sports Jeopardy kind.
okay? So it's not trivia. It's sports.
No,
trivia.
it's trivia. Yeah,
sports
it's
trivia.
Sports trivia.
Sports
only.
trivia only.
Correct. That's the TV show that will spin off here on the CW17 because we're kind of like the Game Show Network.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Who knew?
But anyway, the tryouts are tonight, so we need teams, and we've got a special brand of brains from here at 1010XL that you'll be trying to beat and earn bragging rights and all that good stuff. So if you love sports trivia and you like hanging out at a good time and you have a deep desire to be a TV star, then join us at the Jumpin' Jack's House Food tonight and Get Smart John will
Are you going to be there?
kind of run things. I'm going to attempt to swing by. I do have something. I have Tuesday night commitment every week, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway, all right, let's go to break. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here, the home of Jaguars fans.